Welcome fellow gamers! Today we're exploring Clank Legacy 2 Acquisitions Incorporated Darkest Magic. This is a sequel to the Legacy variant of the Push Your Luck deck building board game. Think you've got what it takes to fight deadly monsters, unravel a conspiracy or thwart a full-scale invasion? Then get ready for our Kickstarter review.
Omen? Jim, dark magic. Omen? You shouldn't have come here. What is this place? This is my legacy.
The objective of Clank is to acquire as much valuable treasure as possible from the depths of a dungeon and escape without being caught by the dragon. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. A quick introduction to Clank. In Clank, players take turns to perform actions. On a player's turn, they perform all actions in their hand, and after that they draw 5 new cards from their deck. Players can use their cards to move around the dungeon, buy new cards to add to the deck, fight monsters and collect treasure. The game board is set up with various rooms, each containing different obstacles, treasures and/or monsters. Players move around the dungeon collecting valuable items and trying to avoid danger. As players move through the dungeon, they make noise, represented by Clank cubes. When a player accumulates too much noise, they must add the colored cubes to the Clank area. And when the dragon attacks, players draw cubes from the Clank area, and if a player's cube is drawn, they take damage and lose valuable cards from their deck. Once a player has acquired enough treasure, they must make their way back to the starting area to escape. If a player is caught by the dragon on their way out, they lose all their acquired treasure. Clank was released in 2016, and due to its success, Direwolf released several add-ons and spin-offs. Clank Acquisitions Incorporated was Clank's first installment in the Legacy genre back in 2019. We don't have any historic Kickstarter data on the game because until now Direwolf released all of the games and add-ons directly in retail, but if we do some more digging and consult Board Game Geek, we can find Clank Acquisitions Incorporated on the 24th place of the overall ranking with an average rating of 8.6. The game has also received the Dice Tower's Golden Seal of Approval, and now 4 years after the release, Clank Acquisitions Incorporated is getting a sequel and is brought to Kickstarter. Clank Acquisitions Incorporated is themed around the Acquisitions Incorporated franchise, a popular web series and podcast about a group of adventurers who run a fantasy-themed corporation. As a result, the game features characters, locations and humor which are specific to the Acquisitions Incorporated world. Acquisitions Incorporated fuses Clank with all the well-known concepts of a legacy game. The game will change over time and players unravel a story while playing through the campaign. Players will need to place stickers, open up secret envelopes, read sections in the Book of Secrets, destroy components, etc. etc. After players have completed the campaign, the game can still be played to unravel more of its secrets, but the game cannot be reset. Clank Acquisitions Incorporated is still a competitive game, but players will need to work together from time to time. The game still suffers from some randomness, making it hard for players to commit to a certain strategy. This might be a game breaker for competitive players. At 1d6, we've played Clank several times and we enjoyed the fast and lightweight experience that the game has to offer. We don't own the game because a lot of deck builders tend to be a little repetitive over time. Clank Acquisitions Incorporated solves the repetitiveness issue, but also has a negative influence on the fast and lightweight experience. Clank Acquisitions Incorporated 2 Darkest Magic is a worthy successor to Clank Acquisitions Incorporated and adds several new mechanics and surprises to the table. We highly recommend playing the games in order to get the most out of the Acquisitions Incorporated experience. Clank Acquisitions Incorporated 2 Darkest Magic is currently running on Kickstarter. The campaign lasts until the 26th of May and the basic pledge is available for $99. If you're also looking for part 1 of the series, Direwolf has got you covered. You can get the upper management pledge for $179. If you have 3 other players who enjoy Clank and are willing to invest too much of their time in another campaign game, Clank Acquisitions Incorporated and Clank Acquisitions Incorporated 2 Darkest Magic is absolutely worth checking out. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you appreciate our work, please consider subscribing to the channel. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.